What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Today I have my undefeated branded Decklist deck profile. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my main side extra, and then I'm going to show you a couple of combos I think you guys would definitely benefit from, and then I'm going to give you guys my explanations. Right off the gate, I just want to say this build is playing the aggressive, attempting to go first build and lock our opponent out. The deck's very consistent at doing that. Even if we don't get Branded Fusion off, there is a way we can still lock our opponent out, and stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll show you that combo. So the deck currently is now 41 cards, so make sure to keep that in mind. And we're trying to get to 40, but 41 is the best we can get. We have 3 Aliber, we have 2 Despian Tragedy, 2 Fauna Albaz, 2 Tribegame Mercurius. We're also playing 3 Radiant, the multi-dimensional Kaiju, 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 1 Blazing Cortesia, 1 Grim Public Nightmare, 1 Ablibiton, 1 Albion, 1 Dark Magician, and 1 Bystial Saturnia. So this is the entire monster lineup. For these spells, we have 3 Branded Fusion, 3 Corrosive Detonator, 3 Fusion Deployment, 3 Alert Darkness, 3 Branded Opening, 1 Branded Loss, and 1 Goat Sarcophagus. For the traps, we have Branded Expulsion, Branded Retribution, and Branded Banishment. So this is the entire main deck. Once again, it is 40 cards. Alrighty. Now, we're going to go into the side deck. 1 Duster, double Triple Tactics Thrust, double Pseudo Poly, and double Talents for the spells. For the monsters, 3 Nibiru, and then for the traps, 1 Appointer, double D-Barrier, and double Evenly Match. Now for our extra deck, we're going to have 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Albion, 2 Grand Granule, 2 Lubellion, 2 Red Attackers Metal Dragon, 1 Masquerade, 1 Proskinion, 1 Chimera, 1 Dragosapelia, and 1 Garura. Alright, so let's start from the extra deck back, okay? Right out the gate, the first thing you notice, I don't play the Ringbrum, whatever it's called. I don't play that card, and the reason why is very simple. Even though that card's really good when she resolves Branded Fusion and stopping and breaking and stopping the board of Kashiras, it's really good like that. For the most part, it's not really good at anything else. And listen, I think the card's really good at doing that. But if that's what you want to play that card for, it's not worth it. The card doesn't do anything almost any other matchup. So ideally, it's not bad. I'm a 16 slot. I would consider it. But the extract for any branded Despia build is very tight. It's very hard. Every card has to have a purpose. So a card like Garura has a purpose with Pseudo Poly. Also, you can set it with Grand Granule. A card like Chimera is a must-have card. Dragosapelia is also a must-have card. Proskinion is a must-have card. And same goes with Masquerade. Despian Aquarius is a phenomenal card, and that would be my 17th slot. But it's only good realistically against Sword Souls. That's it. Any other build, it's not as good. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, can people play into it? Sure, but if you're playing at a Yu-Gi-Oh event, you're playing against really good players, they're not going to play into your Despian Aquarius. They're going to play around it. So it's a card that's good against players that aren't as good, but horrible against players that are pretty good. So that's why I don't think that it's as good. I think Despian Proskinion is much better of a card. We're also playing a lot of 2-ofs, and the reason why also is because of Kashiras. So we're playing 2-ofs to make sure we could resolve these. Cards like Dragoon is really good against Kashiras and other decks, and you really want to have it in your build. So that's why this card's in here. Double Rebellion's kind of, these are all kind of like whatever. I mean, you get it. The 2 Granules are insanely important. I find myself going into attempting to go into a second Grand Granule almost all the time. In my opinion, you could run Ringbrum if you don't have the second Grand Granule, but a Grand Granule is so much better of a card. Not only because it's good for Proskinion, but because it could send so much. It could send so many cards in your deck to the graveyard. It has so much synergy with your deck, you really don't want to get rid of it. You don't want to lose it. And yeah, maybe you're playing against Kashiras, maybe they might hit the Striking Dragon, sure. But to be honest with you, a really good player that plays Kashiras will want to hit this card. This kills Ecclesia, and Ecclesia is really good in our build. I mean, you can still play Ecclesia, I guess, but it's not as good. Like, this makes it better. Looking over at the side deck, I don't think there's nothing too crazy besides the fact that I side instead of main Nibiru. And the reason why I side Nibiru is because I'm maining Radiant. I feel like Radiant's a much better card. And as time went on, Nibiru just got weaker and weaker as a card. It's still a great card. In games 2 and 3, maybe it might be a card you might want to consider playing because a lot of players are going to be a little more stressed out because time might be a factor. But really good players, once again, won't play into your Nibiru. They will play around it. All the rounds I played tonight when I streamed on Twitch. By the way, I stream every day. Well, Monday to Friday. Saturdays I do IRL, but Monday to Friday I stream on Twitch TV, YGO_Paisano. Come check me out. I'm playing this deck right now, more than likely, if it's after 6 o'clock. This is what I'm playing, and I'm telling you right now, every match I play against, everyone I played against, plays around the bureau. They do it constantly. Nobody's falling for this anymore. This was a crazy cool trick to do at the beginning of the meta, but everyone knows how to stop it right now, so it's kind of useless. It's only good in games 2 and 3 when your opponent is more susceptible to making more mistakes. Other cards we run is 2 Talents, 2 Steel Poly, and 2 Thrust. Thrust we'll put to the side because that's more or less for the traps. Talents, same thing for Thrust. You search that out, you do good. The card's insane. Steel Poly is really going to get to mirror match. Some people are putting in extra Bystials for the mirror match. I think Steel Poly is just an infinitely better card against the mirror match. Like, Bystials will help slow your branded mirror match down. Steel Poly will win you the match outright. So I'd rather go with the card that will just win me the match. You don't play 3 because you don't want to brick, by the way. Alright, so... Oh, and we also play 1 Duster, back row decks, you know. Another thing also we play is Evenly instead of Lightning Storm because back row decks. You have a lot of these decks like Trap, Tricks, and Labyrinth. For the most part, have back row protection. They don't have protection against evenly matched. So this is why we decided to play this card. We're also running it with Thrust. So technically we have 4 evenly matched, the way I see it. Same thing with D-Barrier. D-Barrier, you play the mirror match and you're going first. If they somehow Ash Blossom Joy Spring, your brand of fusion, by somehow just drawing it, I guess, you thrust into a D-Barrier, and now they don't get to play. Turn passes back to you, and you get to play again. Do you have the second one? Hopefully not. And then we also play as a 15 slot point the Red Lotus. I find myself putting this card in sporadically, not all the time. Obviously, if you go first, it's really good, but if you go first in game 3, this doesn't go in. It's only good against game 2 if you have a quick game 1. That's the only time I think this card's good. And we resolve it's a phenomenal card, but that's basically all it's there for. So if you do want to take one of these side cards out, you might want to consider this card if you want to do that. All right. Excuse me. We only play 1 Bystial. I feel like that's the only one we need. Opening combo, it's good if we want to do it that way. Realistically, that's the only way we want to do it. In the beginning of this video, I said that I was going to show you how to do the combo with Ash. In case let's say your opponent has Ash Blossom. So we're gonna go ahead and add Aliber. We're gonna go ahead and where is it? We're gonna go ahead and we'll add Crossout Aliber and let's see, Crossout Aliber and Fusion Deployment. Technically, you can also add Branded Fusion and take out one of these. It's a 3-card combo, but it's a mixture of a ton of 3-card combos. There's so many ways to do it. And that's the cool thing about this deck. There's different ways to lock your opponent out first turn. Not fun for your opponent, fun for you. And is that what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really all about? Alright, so looking into this, we have this 3-card combo. Once again, our opponent has Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. They're not going to Ash this because they're worried about you having Branded Fusion in hand. You're going to reveal Granguno. Granguno's going to go ahead and bring out Blazing Cartesia. So there's that right there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to summon Aliber. Now, once again, they can Ash this, I guess. But if we have Branded Fusion, they lose. So they don't want to do that. And also, we have Cross Designated to stop their Ash. So there's that as well. Let's say they imperm this, though. Well, we could change this. Let's say they effect fill this. Once again, we could change this. Let's say this has some magical card that stops this card. Well, let's say we had this already in hand. So what we're going to do is if we have Branded Fusion, we're just going to add Explosion to our hand. We don't need, realistically, anything else. Or let's say we have Branded Loss. That's another way we could do a Branded Loss. Once again, like I said, there's so many ways to do this combo that just shuts your opponent down. Technically, if you activate Branded Fusion, you could cross designate and call Ash. You can do it that way as well. That's also an option. Later on in the combo, if let's say you have Branded Loss, there's another way to do it with that as well. So I mean, there's so many ways to do this combo. But we'll just say you have this. You summon Aliber. Aliber effect added Branded Explosion to hand. Why not? Yeah, I guess sure. So we're gonna fuse already into this, and we're gonna go into Granguno. Granguno's effect can send. I'm not sure if anyone realizes or not. Can send Game of Poker Nightmare. Send to the graveyard. Then you said Branded Explosion. Well, this gets Ash. Okay. Then you said Branded Explosion, and there's your combo right there. Ash, Branded Fusion got Ash, but we still had combo. We still had ways to do this. So it really depends on you as a Yu-Gi-Oh player how you want to play this combo. Like I said, Ecclesia is an insanely good card. I don't want to play more than 1 because you don't want to open this. You want to open Aliber or wait to Aliber. If you open a branded opening, that's a way to Aliber. That's fine. And then opening this is great. So there's different ways to play around with this build to do it. You don't necessarily need Branded Fusion in order to do the lockout combo. Granguno can get you there by himself as well. It just depends what else is in your hand. Another card I play as well that people might not like is Branded Banishment. The reason why I play this card, I know a lot of players hate this card, but the reason why I play it because if we do the full combo and we do the Brand Expulsion play and we send Mirror Jade, what this is gonna do is this is gonna revive your Mirror Jade who now has a banish, and you have on your side of field Aliber, and on your opponent's side, it's all a mess by the way. On your opponent's side of field, you have to put a Nightmare. These two right here gets banished, and you go right into a. Hold on a second. Great video, by the way. You go right into a Masquerade, and now look what you got. You got 5,500 damage, -6, whatever they do. You banish these two, so next turn you can reset this card, by the way. You can reset your Explosion. And resetting Explosion is really easy. If you resolve your Banded Fusion, whenever you send your other, and this is why we play 2, Despian Tragedies, you just don't activate the effect. You do the rest. You do the rest of the effect to do whatever, but you don't activate this effect. So you could banish this card and then reset your Branded Expulsion. And since these are banished, that's even better because the only way to stop this card from resolving is your opponent needing to have Ghost Spell. That's it. They can't no longer call by the grade these because they're banished. They can no longer because this targets, by the way, so you target your banish and you're good to go. Anyway, this is a really messy way to do the combo. If you guys want to see me do the combo live, come over to Twitch TV, YGO_Paisano. Links will be down below in the description. I do the combo constantly. Once again, I get Ash all day long. No big deal, but, you know, if you are going to get Ash, you still have access to full combo. There's a lot of lines in this deck to do the combo. There's a lot of lines in this deck to lock your opponent out. It can be done with this deck. This deck's really good at doing it. And if we go second, then yeah, we don't do the combo. That's why we played Dark Magician, so we could go into a Dragoon play. Once again, guys, I'll probably put some more gameplay videos of me playing this deck on stream for you guys to see here on YouTube. But if you want to see me do it live and you have any questions at all, comment down below. Let me know. And if you want to see me on Twitch, check me on Twitch. And you can ask me questions live as I'm playing this deck. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. It's your boy V. And you boys also have a great day.